Hello everyone. Okay, let me get sorted here. Welcome back to the channel. So I'm continuing on with the beautiful Wildflower Birthdays sweet collection. Okay, this time I'm going to make a Stampiversary card for one of my team ladies, and I'm going to do it 6x6. I'm going to make it a shaker card. I'm going to use the Stylus Shapes die circles, or I haven't made up my mind yet, or I might actually use these, which is a Spotlight on Nature dies. I think I'll use the Spotlight on Nature dies. Let me see now, because with it being a 6x6 card, I want quite a big shaker element. So I want this largest one, because we've run two similar sizes, well, the largest and then the second largest through. Oh, that's a big one. This and this will run through, and that'll give me a nice wee border. Right, okay, I've just talked myself into that. Right, so let me put these back in here. Yeah, so I'll pop this inside here. I've got my card base. I've got designer series paper that I want out. Let's just die cut some white now. And I'm going to use thick white for the shaker element. And what we need to remember with the shaker element is we need to cut some window sheets in the big size and attach it. And we also need a backing for it so we can see the sprinkles better. We can see the shaker elements better. And today I'm going to actually use these loose frosted dots. I thought these would be quite fun with the Wildflower birthday suite. But you can just use whatever you have in your stash. That's the only one of Stampin' Up! In my stash that would be suitable. I've got retired sequins and stuff, but... Right, so I've run this through, and you will see how I get this frame. So that's what I want. I want the frame, and then just by pure luck, well, not luck, I get this as well. So I'm just going to get rid of the wee bits now. So I'll put this in with the actual dies, and I'll use that on another project. Perfect. Now I need to keep the biggest die out, so we can put this die in. I already have one of these large circles. I'm going to need this for the inside of the card. Right, I'm just going to get rid of all these little excess pieces there. Right, I'm just going to grab window sheet now, which are just down to the left side of me. And I think I've got a thin enough bit. Yes, I do. So what to do is run this through using that biggest die. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And I've just sat that machine on top of my card. Don't want to damage it all. Right, I might need to run that through again because it's nice and thick. Let me get a piece of paper or card that I can put through just to thicken it up a little bit. Oh, that's better. That should be cut now. If it isn't, I'll just go over it with my scissors. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it with my scissors. Never mind. I do really need to get my plates changed, because normally that would cut absolutely fine. Right, so I should have used the extra shim. So I'm just cutting around really easily. This is going to be the window of the shaker element. And we will need to pop it on with, so that will go on there, and then we'll pop this on top of the card, for instance, but we need to use foam. Well, you don't need to use foam, but if you use foam, you can shake it about a bit more. I think I'll opt to put it flush, actually, and I will just use tearing tape, because I don't want it too bulky for posting. Right, so let me just get my window sheets away out the road. Right, now I am going to have this on the inside of the card. I'm going to have this on the outside. So I think I'll use this for the centre focus with the shaker. Now, where did I put the dies? They're here. So what you need to do is run this through. I'll just do it off screen. Save me bringing it back onto the desk again. Oh, this is going to be lovely. It's going to be lovely, jubbly. And you know what? I'm thinking I want to actually use some gold sequins rather than those. These are more like beads, and if I use the sequins, it means I don't need to build up. Hang on a second. Now, I don't have Stampin' Up! Ones, but I do have ones in my stash. Let's face it, every crafter has a stash of sequins somewhere. Now, I have pearlescent ones. I think these will go quite good. Or, oh, these are Stampin' Up! Ones, actually, the little stars. These are retired. I might use them. These are Stampin' Up! Ones as well, but they're too dark. Oh, these are Stampin' Up! Sequins too. So I do have some Stampin' Up! Ones, but those are retired, obviously, so you won't be able to purchase them. They're always similar. I love these. These are little hearts. I might actually use them. Make up your mind, Tricia. I think I'll use the little hearts. That's just out my own stash. Right, let's do this. Now, I just need to make sure. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. This might be a... Oh, bless me. Might be a little lengthy video, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it. I want to use my alphabet dies as well. These ones, and I want to run the letters through in gold, so I think I'll do that while I have the die cutting machine next to me. I might need to do it a couple of times, but because this lovely DSP does have a gold foil through it, it makes sense to use the gold for the lettering. Okey-doke. Right, I'm going to run that through. Now, I've got an old set as well that says Stampiversary on it, because this is a Stampiversary card for one of my team. Oops. Right, let's put that there, get that there. Let's take this off. Brilliant. Right, now, some bits are falling off already, so let me just pop them shiny side up on this envelope just now. Right, I'll put the gold away. Put that bit in the bin, because that's not worth anything. Right, I'm just going to pop out the little excess pieces of my letters first. You know, these little bits. Where else? I've got the P. Got the O. Oops. Oh, oh, perfect. And I want to do a sentiment that says, you are 4. Now this team lady has been a demonstrator for a lot longer than that. You know, people come and go and return as demonstrators, so she has been a demonstrator for a long time, on and off. About 4 years with my lovely wee team, which is amazing. Right, okay, let's get the rest of these out. I don't know if I actually have. Oh, I do have later dies. Number dies that actually come with this sweet. What's in the sausage? I forgot what I was dealing with there for a minute. Oh no. Right, let's get these away. I'm going to get the dies out of this set. I'm going to get the number 4 out, which is here. Ta-da! I'm going to get my golds out again, and I'll just quickly run this through. Now I have a tiny little scrap piece here that I think the 4 will fit on. Yes, it does. So I'll just run that through. And then I'll sort the later in, and then we'll build the card. Perfect. Right. I've had so much fun using this suite, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have spotlighting it this week. Bringing you some different ideas and what have you. Right, the number 4, I'm going to pop this up here. Put the die away. Absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Right, put that back in the suite. We've got lots of elements here that we can use to decorate the card as well. Right, so if I do... I might need to run this through again. I want to do UR4. Right. Concentration. I might need to do it again. Run it through again. Where's the U? I've already done that. I need the Y, which is a small letter. There it is. There's 2 O's in it, which is fine. So U, I need an A, R, I need an F, F, O. Is there 2 U's? No, there isn't. So I need a U. I need another U, which is absolutely fine. Right, I'll pop these in a little poly bag thing. And I'll get a tiny little bit of scrap of gold and I'll put it just over the U. I might just use the actual number, I will see. Now it's lucky because this is right at the end. If I use a little, I wonder if that gold piece here that I threw away has any space. No, it doesn't. Right, so I'll get the gold back out. Just going to use this little piece. Going to place it there, run it through, and that's Bob's your uncle. So let me run that through off screen, folks. Perfect. Ta-da! You are 4. You are 4. You are 4. 4th anniversary. Lovely, lovely. Right. Pop that back in there. Love it, I love it. I'll put a little bit of gold scrap back because these come in handy. It saves you cutting up a big bit. Right. So I don't know if I'll use that and that. I could have done your 4. Right, I'll pop that there, put them away. Right, now, that's the shaker element there. Oh, I found a little L. Pop it in here. Fabulous, I'll just put that away to the side. Right, now, let's do this. Now, I want to matte layer this. Now, I made a card similar from a friend, so I'll be able to get the measurements from this. So it looks like a little storybook card. Right, so I would like a matte layer of, now what is it Pool Party? Yeah, I want a matte layer of Pool Party. That's Balmy Blue. Here's Pool Party. So, Pool Party for the front is going to be, let me see, what did this one measure at? 5.5 squared, that's easy peasy. Five and a half squared. That's great. Now there is a little line through that, but it doesn't matter, you're not going to see it. And then this means this is 5.25 squared for the DSP. That is going to go on the front. Like so. So that's the front. Now we need to measure the inside. This is 5.5 by, no, sorry, it's 5.5 by, the full length is, let me flatten this out, 11 and 3/8, I think. Did I say 5.5? Yep. By 11 3/8, which is 1/8 over 11 1/4. And that down, and then we're simply going to very easily fold it in half. Perfect. So we'll open up like this and like this. What we want to do is add wet glue on this side. So I'm just actually going to use wet glue. Just run a little bit up like that. I've got it in position. I'm just going to press and hold it and let that stick. Okay, so set that just like that now. Right, okay, let's get the matte layers on. So Pool Party is very pretty. Pop that on the front. And hopefully the recipient would have got this before I pop this on. Hopefully she'll get it before she sees the video. Right, so there is the front. We open it up, we've got that and that. Gorgeous, isn't it? Right. Now what you can do, you can actually put UR4 on here, okay, and then add the shakers in. I think I'll do that. And you know why? I'm going to use these lines as a guide to stick it down. Right, so let me just see. Sorry if you hear my dogs panting, it's a bit warm for them today. You are 4. I think that's what I'll do. Or I might actually put this on the outside. Right, let's stick this down. Now try not to put too much glue on it, she says. I think I'm getting through this glue too quick. It's a good thing though. So you, perfect. Don't know how this is going to look, but sure it'll be absolutely fine. See how I'm using the lines as a little guide? A little tip for you. Love it. Do you know what? I might do your 4. Yeah, I might do your 4. Or should I do UR? No, I'll do UR. Right, now I'm going to stick this here underneath. I think I'll bring it down a little bit. There we go. I'll use that green stripe as a guide. Now you might not see the word 4 by the time I put the sprinkles in. However, I will put the number 4 on the outside. Now this is the only thing on my to-do list today, now that I've finished the day job. Right, so if I use that as a guide, oops, bending the letters. Let's see if this will fit or where I'll need to place it. I'll bring it down. Right, I know roughly where. Right about there. Sorry if I'm being quiet, just trying to concentrate. Sometimes the sequins might get stuck under these letters, but it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. I like this. I do like it. Now remember, you need to leave the top of your shaker system open so you can put the actual sparkly things inside. Absolutely love it. So what we'll do is we put this on and this on, but leave a little gap at the top. We put the sprinkles in. This goes in the front. We'll add some gorgeous decoration on it. I like that. I do like it. Right, okay. Now let's do this. Now you need to be very careful. I want to use tearing tape. In fact, I'm not going to use tearing tape. I'm going to use these. I'm going to use the foam adhesive strips. Why not? Because I'm thinking these are actually relatively easy to pop on. Now, I will leave the top open, but if you look how easy that is to put on at an angle compared to the tearing tape or the dimensionals, it makes for a much easier project. Look at that. All right, it's going to have to go as a large letter now, but that's absolutely fine. Now it's pulling it up slightly, so make sure you keep your paper flush. I like it. Maybe need another little bit in. In fact, I can put the sprinkles in just now. Yes, I can. What am I talking about? Just ignore me. This is going to be fabulous. Now, we don't want too much. Now, all we've got to do now is peel off the backing and then put the, what do you call it, the window sheet directly on top. And then what we need to do is put some tearing tape on this. Now these are the exact same size, so just press it down. Look, there's a little one sneaking out there. Give that a good press down. Look at that. You are 4. That's awesome. Whoops. I didn't press that top bit down enough. Easily done. Come on, just get off, you wee monkeys. That's how it's important that you do give it a good press down so that nothing can sneak. And naturally this will happen, but you can avoid it just by peeling these off and then making sure that foam is not twisted. Great. That'll do me. I do like it. Look. Then we need to stick this on here and it looks even better. You could actually add a badge to the back of that and stick it on there temporarily. Yeah. Right, okay. Some tearing tape on this one. Now this might take a wee while to kind of pop this on. Where there's a will, there is a way. Now it doesn't matter that it's kind of folding over in itself, because when you do peel off that backing, the sticky stuff should remain where you've initially put it. If not, I'll deal with that in a second. Because this is exact width as our ring here. Perfect. Well, this is fun. Fun. I love making personalised cards, especially for my team. The ladies give me so much joy in my role as a leader. Looks super sticky. Right, so right about there. Let's cut that off. Right, now, all we need to do, give it a good press. Oops, then we start peeling it off. And see how that works? Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to place this on top. So let's line it up, the bits that aren't sticky yet. Okay, then commit to this bit. And what we do is we just pull that off, work our way around, ta-da! There we go. Now we've got a little sneaky bit here. All you need to do is trim it down slightly. I think that's pretty good, or you can push it in with your nails. Ta-da! Love it. Now we've got a few loose little hearts that have come loose along the way, but that's absolutely fine. So, this is going to go on here. Now I am going to glue this down right in the middle. Now I need something heavy to put on this. So I actually have some ink pads in a pile here. I'm just going to set them on the top there just till it settles, because it is the, what do you call it? It's got the gold foil in it, so it takes a little extra to stick down. Right, let me put these away. Beautiful. I think that'll be it now. So it says you are 4. Okay, what we want to do is we want to stick this 4 on here. However, I do want to add some gorgeous elements around the sides. So if I was to put some flowers on there, and maybe a little cake, and then we put the 4 on top, that'll pop out a little bit more. I've got a little balloon here we can attach to. Or maybe I should just put the big birthday cake on it. Yeah, I'm going to put this on it. Right, okay, what I need to do then is add some dimensionals here. And I might need to double them up to get the same height. So I'm going to pop 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to pop another 3 on top. 1. Just to bring it up the same height as this. The foam strips are the same height as the dimensionals, but with the added window sheets and cards and matte layer on the back there, that's why I'm having to double these up. Right, so I'm just going to do that. You are 4. Okay, we're going to stick this on here. Wee bit glue, just like that. Perfect. Right, I might add this flower up here. There's so many gorgeous little elements in this. As you can see, there's so much. I think I'll use a little birthday cake. Let me use a little pink and pool party one up here. That's what we'll do. So again, double up with the dimensionals. Remember to peel off the back or they might split easier, you see. Put that there. Grand. So you are 4. I do like that. Super pretty, isn't it? Let me put some bling on it. I've got the coordinating party dots. So let me pop a couple on there. And then we'll do the inside. You can actually put them on the acetate if you want. Yeah, we'll do that. Just put 3 there. No, I don't want them on the acetate. I want them on the card. So just peel them off again with the glue dots. Come off really easy. So I'm going to put 3 there. I'm going to put 3 there. And I'm going to use one of the smaller. Love it. Right. Happy with that. Now, I will personalise the message inside once I've finished the video. Isn't it gorgeous? Right, I thought I had another little banner pre-cut in here. Oh, I'm dropping everything on the floor. However, I'm going to put this in. What am I dropping? What am I dropping? It was okay, it was just a little one. I'm going to pop that in here. Yes, I'm going to put this on with dimensionals when it's a little 3D. Because I'm going to put some gold underneath and make this an all-out fabulous, fabulous focal point for the inside of the card. Like so. Okay. So here's the little gold elements. I haven't used any of these yet, I don't think. So I might as well now just add them in sporadically, wherever your little heart desires. just think they're gorgeous though. They are beautiful. Now these little tiny ones here, these were actually fussy cut from one of the printed papers in the pack. Well, they're all printed papers, but like they were fussy cut out. There's so much you can do with this, it's so versatile. You can really, really go to town with it, folks. Or really go to town. Like that. Right, so that's the first part. Love it. And here, we're going to have this, which I will just put on directly in the middle. Okay, and again, I'm just going to use these ink pads to hold that down. I'm just contemplating what I will use on the inside here, if anything at all. You can see there's so much to choose from. Banners, little cakes. Now does it have, yes it does have the peach pie. So I might use it, make a little focal point here. Can move that now. And I'll build up some gorgeous wee layers. Oh, a little bit of excess glue there. Where's my, oh, here they are. I'm making a right mess here. But you know what, it's all part of the fun. Don't care, it'll tidy. It will tidy. Right. Pop that there. What else can we have? Is there any other little bits? I might put a little balloon on there. Might put the little balloon there. Nope. What else? I did have little flowers. Let me put some little flowers on the top right side. Sorry, that's going off screen. I'm getting terrible at that. Do apologise. Don't give me a row, don't give me a row. Okay, let's get another little gold element in here. Imagine recreating this for a scrapbook layout, a tag, whatever your little heart desires. I'm trying not to be too harsh with the glue there. Put these gorgeous green leaves as well. There's so many different elements that you can use. Wait, one more on this little cutie. Just add a little different bit of pop of colour. I love it. Right, let me just get these back in the polythene bag a second. Oh look, that's nice as well. I didn't notice the blue. Right, I'm just putting all these back in the bag. Because if I don't, I will lose them. I'll do all the little bitties first, and then you can put your bigger aspects in. Perfect. She says. There's a big floral there. And I've got these little banners as well that I cut out in the last one. They're quite cute. They're quite cute. Right. Let me get these all done. There's a little gold leaf there. Put this one back in. And then we'll seal that off, and that's nice and safe. There's a little scrappy piece here. You could put along there, or you can put it on the envelope actually. I think I might put that on the envelope. Let me just run a little line across my envelope. Stick that down really hard. Snip it off. Yeah, that looks straight. And that, my friends, is a 4th stamp anniversary, or an anniversary, or a birthday card for age 4. So you open it up and you've got like almost like a little storybook. You could put multiple layers in if you like. This is obviously the back, but you'll write your sentiment in here. And yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Okay, folks, thank you so much for tuning in. Love it, love it. And do remember that the dies, other dies I've used, is the mini alphabet dies. And then I used the lovely Spotlight and Nature. However, the stylish shape dies would do as well. However, the circle bit for your shaker would be a lot smaller. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will go just now and I'll see you next week and I'll bring you a brand new suite. So tune back in on Sunday evening for the first part of the new series. The first part of next week's focus. I haven't decided at this time what that will be yet. But if you join me on Sunday evening, you'll see me decorate my planner for the week ahead. Thanks, folks, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.